Good day everyone. Today we will visit the largest and most important Czech Cistercian monastery in the Czech Republic, which is very popular tourist place and after the reconstruction offered us interesting exhibitions in various medieval premises, which we will visit on today's vlog. First of all, let's talk about the Plasy Monastery. It is located in the Pilsen region, about 25 km from the regional city of Pilsen, and an hour and a half from Prague by train. And here in the small town Plasy is a monastery Plasy, with a castle and with a technical museum Plasy, that we will also visit on today's vlog. We will first look at the castle, then for a while we will go to the church, and then to the monastery, and finally we will look at the technical museum for a unique exhibition of medieval historical contractors machines. The monastery Plasy was founded more than 880 years ago by Prince Vladislav II of Przemysl. Between 1661 and 1685, the abbey was magnificently rebuilt in the Baroque style, according to the ideas and plans of the local abbots and architects Jean-Baptiste Matthieu and Jan Blažen Santeny Eichel and Kilian Ignác Dizenhofer. According to the Cistercian tradition, it was built in a valley, river, floodplain, where there was a very unstable marshy subsoil. Therefore, the building was founded on 1,100 oak piles, to which water was brought, which conserved this wood in the foundations. The system of water channels located under the convent building is not the only technical solution of this building. The convent also has an air system that helps to remove humidity and heat the building. Now we will look at the castle Plasy, which has only been accessible for the tours for the last 2 seasons. The castle used to be the prelature, a representative residence where the abbot received guests and where important meetings took place. It was exhibited in its present form in 1693 to 1698. According to the plans of the Jean-Baptiste Matthieu. After the purchase of the former monastery by Prince Metternich, the internal layout of the building was rebuilt and subsequently used as a castle. In the interiors remain a general staircase with a marble railing, and a ceiling is decorated with frescoes. A large abbey hall with a parquet floor, marble fireplaces and a rich stucco relief bordering the ceiling painting, Victory of the Church over Paganism. In 1826, Chancellor Klement Václav Lothar Metternich decided to buy the former monastery, mainly because of the land, the area of which amounted to 10,000 hectares of land. In addition to the existing Kingshvan Chateau he already owned, has greatly expanded his property base in Czech lands. It was Plasy that he chooses as his final resting place, and he is still buried here in the family tomb. Under the Chancellor leadership and his ownership with his descendants, Plasy once again became not only an administrative but also a cultural and industrial center. A foundry was founded for casting iron, beer production was resumed, musical and theatrical activities were introduced. The Chancellor and his family was live in the former prelature in this castle, which was modified for this purpose and referred to since then as a castle. The building of the former convent itself was used less appropriately for the service apartments, as school or storage spaces. In 1894, it suffered a severe fire that destroyed the entire second floor. Thanks to the high fire protection insurance, the floor and the roof were soon repaired. As for the castle, the floor on which visitors come to the castle was badly damaged and was actually not there and had collapsed, and the castle has undergone a demanding reconstruction for a nice tour today. Our second stop is the Church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. Originally a convent, today the parish church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary, managed by the Roman Catholic parish in Plasy, is accessible as one of the tours of the Plasy Monastery administration. The building from 1154 to 1204 is preserved on the original Romanic floor plan, including a Romanic mansardy above Tour of the Mass. It was partially Baroquized in the years 1661 to 1666, when the church received mainly lavish interior fittings. The church is decorated with a main altar with rich figural decoration and a painting of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary by Karel Škreta. In the north and south are transepts. This is accompanied by other altar with paintings by Peter Brandl and Michael Leopold Willman. One of the most important jewels of the interior is the restored Baroque organ from the workshop of the local organist Abraham Stark from 1668. And now we are going to visit the monastery itself, which is the main attraction. Based on feelings and impressions about this place, I have to admit that monastery tour, it does make impression on every visitor. I was there 3 times on this tour and always found very interesting this tour. So when you will get to Prague and would have a day free, or wish to explore also other places outside of Prague, I do recommend visiting this place. Monastery Plasy is the convent, a residential building intended for the needs of the monks. The highly Baroque form of this building was designed by the architect Jan Blažej Santini Eichel. The building was built between 1711 to 1740 on the site of the convent since the Middle Ages, but the current one is several times larger than its predecessors. Important artistic took a part in the construction and decoration. Santini designed bronze pink Mila Kramalin. The new convent was founded in the Manda of the Schela River on approximately 5,100 oak stakes, which carry a grid of oak beams which must be constantly underwater. At the very end of the 17th century, Abbot Ondřej Troyer and architect Jean-Baptiste Matěj built a 3-story granary with a clock tower. North of granary in the new prelature. In front of it, he arranged a farmyard and completely rebuilt the cemetery church of St. Wenceslas. At the beginning of the 18th century, Troyer's follower, Abbot Evžen Titl, hired the prominent architect Jan Blažej Santini Eichel, with whom he started the magnificent new construction of the convent building, 1711 to 1740, which surpassed all the ideas of the time. The monumental architecture of the convent was complemented by an even more perfectly managed underground water system of the building, important due of the marshy ground in the Menda of the river Schela. Abbot Titl and his successor commissioned work from Santini and other famous artists. Frescoes and paintings for them were created by Jakub Antonín Pink, František Antonín Mila, and Josef Kramalin. The sculpture for the Charles Bridge in Prague was created by Matthias Bernard Braun. Works by Peter Brandl can still be found in the local church. The convent building itself was completed by Kilian Ignaz Dizenhofer after Saint-Denis' death. However, the monastery area was not the only one that the abbots paid attention to. In the spirit of the economic customs of the Order, the farmyards, which ensure an independent and viable economy, began to be restored. Our last stop is a unique exhibition of medieval construction machines, and I have to admit that I have not been as impressed by an exhibition as this exhibition in a long time. It is incredible how skillfully the curators of the Museum Plasy managed to use the renovated premises of the former warehouses to install mammoth medieval construction machines. In this attractive exhibition, medieval construction machines, large-scale functional replicants of medieval construction machines are presented here, which were made based on the study of historical sources and consistently manufactured using the traditional craftsmanship of the time. They represent on a European scale a unique reconstruction of the original medieval construction technology and making them available to the public complements the comprehensive interpretation of the history of construction in the Plasy. It is the National Technical Museum, Plasy. As stated by the director of the museum, in the Middle Ages, construction machines were based on the laws of physics in their genius, in their simplicity, as well as the simple production of spare parts. All these devices skillfully apply basic mechanical principles, thanks to which it was possible to effectively use limited human and animal power, for example when lifting and moving heavy loads, when driving piles for the foundation of buildings, and during other construction activities. The new permanent exhibition is an extraordinary contribution to the knowledge of medieval architecture from the time of the Emperor and King Charles IV and his son Václav IV. Part of this National Technical Museum exhibition are 3 unique replicas of medieval construction machines which were made and experimentally used by master carpenter Petr Rožička. This is a cage crane made according to the model in the bubble of Wenceslas IV, a batterygram made according to the depiction of the so-called Hussites Anonymous and the Vinlands, with which according to the depiction in the book of Dominic Fontana. All these machines are located in the monumental space of the refrigerator of the Laga, cellars of the former Plasy brewery. Furthermore, here you can see in the elusive environment of the medieval construction site the workings of the craft smelter of that time, the individual crafts that were needed during construction, the tools and materials that were commonly used in the Middle Age. This exhibition is complemented by visual and film material documenting the production of machine replicants and their subsequent use in construction practice. When you stay with me until the end, so I wish thank you, and believe you find interesting this place. Do not forget give me thumbs up and also consider subscribing to this channel to see more interesting places as this one. Tschüss!